We're live now.
Okay, well, welcome, and
we start in 1 minute.
Oh, in 1 minute. Okay. So I'll put this up rather than having a large picture of me and a really poor background. If you could share that screen. I'm going to try one more time on the settings for green screen, which just basically doesn't work. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Oh, well,
it's okay now.
Yeah, but that's my room. It's not. Whatever. It's fine. Hey, let me know when we're live.
We're live now, I guess.
Okay, so thank you for coming. Today we're going to be talking about using Google Workspace for accelerating feedback, promoting transparency. So we'll be using Google Forms as well as Google Sheets. To start with, I'm going to explain e-syllabi and posting grades. So I'll give you an overview of that. And then I'm going to ask you to sign up and then roll up your sleeves and actually do it. Input some grades, and I will explain step by step how to build a grade sheet. And I'd like you to please note that my friend and colleague David Kluge will be moderating this session, and he'll be jumping in at times, participating in the session. I invite you to do that too. I don't want to leave anybody behind. So if I'm at a step where you're not able to do it and have questions, could you please send a text in the chat about that, and David will let me know. I'd also like to thank the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science. This presentation was made possible with assistance from two Kaken grants. So thank you. With that in mind, let's just get there. All right, so to start with, let's look. I have a sheet here called dummy data that I will share with you in a minute. But before I do, this is actually with, of course, the names taken out. This is a grade sheet that I'm working with right now. And the rationalization for this is that it shouldn't be a last-minute thing where students get their grades, or a piecemeal thing where they might get a grade for an assignment, but whether they're keeping it and like really taking care to note what their grades are, that remains a question. So rather than assuming that they're going to do that or not do that, I like to do it myself. So this is kind of what a grade sheet for the beginning of July. We've got another month. I think I have another 5 classes in this particular class. And I've eliminated some of the assignments for the sake of time. But what you can see here is essentially you have, okay, a few things. You have fundamentally in column A, you have students with secret names. So rather than using their name, they have a secret name. And then, of course, this is my grade sheet. So they have, I have their student numbers in there and their names. And then in row 2, I have their assignments, which are linked. So the link part of it is really, really, I think, important, because students can go in, and if they have a red space, like if you're looking at these red spaces here, red spaces are places where students haven't submitted their assignment yet. And I like to think that students have every opportunity, especially in the age of online education, the crisis that we've been through for the last year and a half, that they have every opportunity to submit their work and to succeed. So basically, my policy is when I assign something, it's usually there's a 1 week deadline, and within that week, I say, oh, well, you can submit as many times as you want. Go ahead, do it again. Learn from your mistakes. That's okay by me. And at the end of the week, well, class starts to start with, and when class starts, what I'll do is I will close the form so that they're not able to actually do the work while they're in class. And I'll look at it in sheets. Okay, so in this case, this is linked, and it would look something like this. Let's see. Okay, so here's their scores. Right. So what we're going to do today is talk about how to take those scores from, first of all, get them from a Google form into your grading sheet, and then once it's in the grading sheet, inputting it into a statement of grades. And what this comes out looking like, again, involves using Google most of the time. Most of my classes, what I'll do is I will use Google Currents and use the communities in Google Currents. So I have my communities here, and inside a community, I will pin to the top of the community. Generally, it's pinned to the top. I can't find it there. Where is it? Oh, goodness, pardon me. Yeah, this is one of the classes where we have yet a month. So I'm just starting right now with this. But the top of the community will have something like this, where it's, okay, here are your grades, and they can go in at any time and look at them. If you don't have a Google School, I teach at one place where I don't have a Google School. So rather than doing that, in that place, what I do is I keep like a homework form in a shared drive. And that shared drive will, at the top level, they have basically something, they have a homework sheet that they're supposed to open. And it lists all their homework with links so that they're able to actually, access what their homework is. But the second tab is grades. And again, it's the same sort of thing. This is a workaround if you don't have Google School, if you don't have Google Workspace, I believe it's its new name. We're able to do it like this. So looking at this is a real, I have about a month left with these guys, and this is real. So what you'll notice is it's posted view only, and I'll explain how to do that. But because it's view only, what I can do, if you look, column A, I have basically the secret name. Column B and C are student numbers and student real names. But when I post this, I hide those columns, and they can't open them. I mean, I could open them now because I own this sheet, but I've checked very carefully, and students are not able to open them. So this is the real deal. This is how I post things, and it's it's kind of scary, this one. It's a writing class at a private university, smaller private university in where I live. But so what you'll see is there's a lot of stuff missing, but they should be able to just get in there, right? There's no excuse. Like if they're looking, oh, I missed that, they can just get in there. And I haven't updated it recently, so I do hope there's a lot less red, but they can just click on the link, and then their assignment is right there. And this is really, really useful. Like, I mean, I have a lot of trouble with giving people bad grades. I don't like to do that. So I like to think that they have every possibility, every chance, anytime, anywhere they can do this. StreamYard is a new application to me, so I haven't been able to figure out how I might be able to show you how this works on a mobile phone, but it works on a mobile phone as well as a computer or, of course, a tablet. So that means it's an anytime, anywhere prospect where students can look at their grades. They know their secret name. I know their secret name. Nobody else does. So they can look at their grades. They can see if there's something that hasn't been input. If they think they did it, they can ask me in class. And we get things really straightened out. Okay, so I'm going to go back to basically the dummy data grading stuff now. And what we'll do here is what we're going to shoot for is I'm going to allow you to input this stuff and explain how it works. I'm going to erase all of this and we'll go through it. But basically, what we're talking about is getting grades, getting attendance and participation, totaling that, converting it to a percentage, and then transposing it into a letter grade, and then setting up a basic overview of how people are doing overall in the class so that they know, if I got S, I'm one of only 5 people in the class, 5 out of 30 that got S, which is 90 or above. If I got A, I'm one of 5 people, that's 80 or above, etc. Okay, so
George?
let's learn how to make this. Yes.
All we can see is your overview.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's really not good at all. Okay, so I need to change the screen I'm saving, I guess. Pardon me. Okay, so I will stop the share there, and then I'm going to share again. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sharing this one. Okay, and so let's look at that grading sheet again. And David, can you let me know if you can see it? This is our dummy data. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so what I was saying earlier about column A has has secret names for students. Column B and column C have their actual student numbers and their names. Okay, so this is my grade sheet where I put in their grades based on forms. And so that information is available, but when I post it for students, and I either post it using something like communities, here is my community for a particular class where all they have to do is go to the community, open, click on the link, and it will open their grade sheet. In the event that you're not able to have communities and Google Currents, what you can do is just have a sheet that you're sharing with them. And so even that works. And in that case, here's an example of, I don't have Google Workspace at this class. Here's their homework, explanation of their homework with links as much as possible. And then there's also a link here for their grades where they can just go in and open that up. And as I was saying earlier, they can see their secret name, but they can't see, of course, each other's names or student numbers. So I usually, what I do, final step, is I sort that alphabetically. So it's not the same as when I'm taking attendance or anything else. It's not in alphabetical sort of proposition. Okay, so again, what we'll be talking about is inputting these grades, getting them from a sheet, inputting an attendance and participation grade, getting a total, converting it to percentage, then transposing it to a letter, and then on the side, giving an overview for students of where they stand. If they have A, how many people have A? If they have C, how many people have C, etc. So setting that up, and then also looking at the submission rate. So we'll do that as well. And then yeah, some things that you need to define very early in the game, like what assignments, and then your policy. So, with I've been teaching university for a while. Certainly in university, essentially, we'll finish a semester, and there's about a month until grades are due. And it's been my experience that students, that's when they start to really perk up, and they start to send me submissions, and they start to say, oh, can you please grade this? Can you please put it in? And that's too late for me because I have other things to do once the semester's over. So in red here, final deadline and a date and a policy. You need to set this early on. So I have this policy basically for late assignments. Anytime within a week, they can submit as many times as they want. Their best grade is the grade they'll get. If they're a week late, it's 10%. If they're 2 weeks late, it's 20%. Beyond 2 weeks, 50% gone. And then after the final deadline, I'm not taking anything anymore. And this is almost a survival thing for university teachers because, students will hound you for a month after classes are finished to grade their work and input it and recognize it. So, this is just not an acceptable situation, but it shouldn't be a surprise for them again. So let's have a look at basically e-syllabi. Here's a syllabi of mine I teach at University of UQ's. Here's the syllabus as it goes up on the syllabus system for students. And like right away, what I want to do is make sure that it's like clear, it's transparent, and that they actually get feedback very quickly about this. So, there's a link inside the syllabus, the syllabus in the university system. I put in a link to a Google Sheet, and with that sheet, their assignments are explained, and they can go in and have a look before they sign up for the course, decide whether or not they want to do the course, whether they think it's too tough, or whether, oh yeah, no, this looks good. But so, basically it's linked to their readings that they have to do. In this case, it's a presentation course. So yeah, but they have every week, they have homework, they have readings, there's a form, and there's a brain pop. Brain pop is quite an interesting format, a learning platform where basically students have to watch videos and then they answer quizzes based on the information in the video. Not loading as quickly as I'd like here, but okay, here we go. So I log in, but you can see that this is all like before they even join the course, they can go in and they can look at it, which is, yeah, I don't use textbooks often, but if I do, hopefully they're textbooks with a lot of electronic resources where you can do kind of something similar to this, so they can actually go in and have a look and see what's required of them. So the assignments are already posted there, and as I said, once again, that policy. Here's a more full explanation of the policy for my students, but that policy is there about, hey, if you're going to be late, well, that's going to hurt you. And that's, I think, perhaps the most important lesson some people learn in university. Certainly I did. Right? So it's a question of transparency and getting them their information as quickly as possible. So we're going to go through all of this at this point. To begin with, I'm going to ask anyone who's here to actually sign up. Right? So I have a sign up sheet. Generally, what that would be in our online world would be kind of an attendance sheet. And so I do have it linked, I believe right now, to an attendance sheet. Oh no, maybe I deleted that link. I did. I deleted it. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is with this sign up sheet, I'd like you to please put in your name and your Gmail address, and we can build from there. So I'm gonna, can I chat in this format? I'm gonna copy the link for this form and let's see, can I put stuff in the chat? Okay, I'll just put that in the chat and we'll see how that goes.
So the chat here doesn't show up actually on the YouTube. That needs to go into the YouTube itself, I think. I don't
Oh,
see us being live on YouTube right now.
okay.
So let's if there is anyone listening, maybe we can take a 5-minute pause and see if we can get this online.
Sure. That
Okay.
sounds great.
Okay. Okay.
Do I end broadcast?
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I did last time. That's what bumped everything off.
Sorry?
That's what I did last time, and that's why we got. That's why we went. Why it just erased it from my StreamYard.
Okay. Because I see you appear and then it seems like you do something and then it disappears. And I try to log in again and I see you again. Like you're clicking something to go off and on, but that's not something you need to change. I think you're either online or not. Is there anything you're doing? Are you clicking on anything?
I clicked on one thing to see. I clicked on the link
Which link?
in the program.
And then that shows you. So
Yeah, that's that's the video that I took when I was making sure that everything was okay at 7:45.
okay. Well, that's all I'm seeing on YouTube then. So it could well be that you ran the StreamYard and it closed. Can you share your screen, David?
It's yeah. Just a second here. Share screen.
So it looks like we're
It says live.
Sorry. I am getting like a mirrored screen effect that is really, I've seen this before. It's
Can
really,
you?
really cute.
Yeah. Can you stop sharing so I can share?
Pardon me? Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Why doesn't it? Okay, got it.
Okay. Can you open your StreamYard?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not very expert on this either. So
And mine says it's live right now.
okay. And can you
Can you see this?
yes, I do. Yeah, it shows it's live. Can you show uh, the three dots? Click on the three dots. How did we find the YouTube, the view on YouTube?
Should I do that now?
Yeah. Okay. I don't see anything live on YouTube.
Live on.
Okay. All right. And so if there's anyone here, then maybe we're going, huh? Oops. Did you just stop sharing? And could you send me that link? So it may be that I don't see any participants on, but if you send me that link in our, is that it here? Oh, could you send the link in your chat? The one that you just found, the YouTube channel link?
Should I stop sharing?
Sure, but could you send me the link that you just for the YouTube that you just opened?
Cat?
Did you? Yeah, in the chat.
I did.
In our chat here, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. No, I don't see it.
I don't see it either, David.
Just a second here.
Okay, and that is that is different from the one that was posted on the YouTube.
That's right.
So we don't have any participants right now.
Yes, we do. You.
Yeah. Well, you do. You will in a moment because I just joined. There we go. So that's what I should have seen before. So yeah.
Do we want to wait for a while to see? I mean, I can, of course, abbreviate what I wanted to talk about. That's no problem. So if we want to wait to see if anybody shows up, that's totally fine.
Yeah, but the problem is in the information that's posted on the internet that's supposed to bring people in, the link is wrong.
Understood.
And then Nate said that he would post it on Facebook.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm standing by, and whatever time is available, I can present whenever you like. Is this being recorded on YouTube?
This is being recorded right now, but there's no one looking at it, so except us. So let me see. I can go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, just you go ahead. I can go and change it on the link on the official page.
Okay, please do.
And then I'll just disappear if someone comes in. Keep an eye on the YouTube and see if someone comes in. Maybe we can do this later. Just George, yours is participatory though, so maybe you just want to reschedule some other time. So
I think that would be the best thing, Steve. Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather just call it?
Call it a day. Yeah, let's call. There's if there's a couple slots. I mean, any time over the weekend is fine by me.
Okay.
Hopefully not 7 a.m, but yeah.
Okay. So why don't David? You can turn off the live
and broadcast.
Yeah, and broadcast. And then